No, like I want to see if they will throw their rotation to make guys, and we just stack the points to make them think we're rotate a certain way, so they set up the lineup a certain way, and then we sack the point, and then we go back to our real rotation.
Can we do that? Are you saying just be out of rotation?
They would know be out of rotation. So like they would know.
Yes. Basically, what we'd have to do, we'd have to all sit on the sideline. Wait for them to give us a run. I didn't listen.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry, folks. Looks like we are having some technical difficulties here. Let me see if I can't get this going. Let's see. Let's see what this is doing. I apologize. First and fourth, and second and third, yeah. First and fourth. Okay, I think that we are back here having a bit of a discussion on playoffs and everything, but I'm going to try and catch up here. Looks like Charles got the point there. Yeah. Get my bearings here. Hayden Smith on the spike there. Jameson on the receive. Hayden on the receive there. Hayden Smith going up into the tape. Point Charles. Sanders on the serve. Landon on the receive. Jared Miller. Elden Smith tapping that over. Jameson on set. Jonah attempting a tool to block. Tyler over to Elden. Elden tapping over where nobody was. Point to Hayden. And we have Jared Miller tying his shoes for whatever reason. Tyler on the serve. Kale hitting it into a block and out of bounds. Point to Charles. Jared Michael serve. Serving it into the net. That'll be a point for Hayden. Elton Smith will go to the service line. Sending a floater to the back row. Jared Michael having some moves out there. Tyler putting it over. Charles attempting to block. Jonah there. Charles putting it over at the last second. Charles standing back up on that recovery, going out of bounds. Point Hayden. Elton Smith on the serve. Jared Michael on the receive. Jameson and Jonah. We'll have Hayden going to the block. Tyler going to reset. Doing a super spike into the line, but I don't know. The audience is attempting to do an out here against the line judge. That was a bad call either way, but point to Charles. That was obviously out, but audience should not be doing that. That was players. Jerem Owens serving what would have been out of bounds, but it was touched by somebody. I didn't quite see. Charles. Jerem Owens serve. Hayden on into two-handed receive. Landon serving it too close to the net for the setter to go to. Point Charles. Jerem on the serve. And that Landon dodges that, but it was inbounds. Point to Charles. White will take a timeout. Jerem Owen on the service line. Landon on the receive. Elden up to Hayden. Turning it over with two hands. Jared Miller, blockers getting too much for White over there. Charles. Jerem on the serve. Tyler Owen setting the other team, giving Abel a chance to kill it. Point Charles. Jerem Owen on the serve. Going way out of bounds. point to Hayden. And Grayson on the serve, Ran on the receive. Jared. They are calling a double contact somewhere in there. Point to Hayden. Grayson on the serve. Oh, with a top spin standing serve. Impressive. Charles spiking into the line judge. That is a point for Hayden. Grayson on the serve. Once again, the top spin. Grayson, nice serve. We have Abel spiking it into one of the receivers. Point for Charles. Mikhail on the serve. Tyler to Jared, tapping it over. With the block, not letting that happen. Hayden tapping it over. Putting it over. Landon to Hayden. Putting it somewhere with two hands. Jared again. Blocked by Jared and Landon. Point to Hayden. Excuse me. Jared Miller on the serve. Jared on the receive. Jared. Charles with a quick. Off the tape, but still pretty good. Point for Charles. Charles Bryant on the serve. Elden Smith on the receive. Jared rushing to save that. Elden from the back row. Jared over to Ren, tapping it on the block. And Crandall unable to turn around quick enough to see what was going on. Point to Charles. Charles Bryant on the serve. Grayson receive. Jared, with nobody there, puts it out of bounds. Point to Charles. Charles on the serve. Jared Miller on to Hayden, going way out of bounds across the court. That is a point for Charles. And White is going to take a timeout. Well deserved. Or well needed, excuse me. Back with Charles Bryant on the serve. Elden Smith on the receive. Jared. Elden Smith from the back row. Blocked by Jared Michael with a light little baby tap. Point Charles nonetheless. Charles Bryant on the serve. Elden on the receive. Going again. Elden. Spiking from the back row, doing a little bit of ping pong on Charles' side. That is a point for Hayden. Hayden still on the serve. Ran on the receive. Tyler just blocking it in. Jared Michael. Looks like we have a net touch on Crandall. That'll be a point for Charles. Abel Jenkins on serve. And they wanted to call Jared Michael with a lift. And so that point is actually going to go to Hayden. Hayden Stoll on the serve. Tapping it into the net. That'll be a point for Charles. Hayden on the serve. Eldon Smith on the receive. Jared. So Eldon putting it in Charles' court. And that was a kill from Wren off of the block into out of bounds. Point Charles. Charles is at set point. Hayden on the serve. Hayden on the receive. And that was a set from Jared up to Hayden that goes way out of bounds, giving this first set to Charles. Hayden. Jerem know where that was going. Charles putting it over, and Eldon not knowing where that was going. That is another point for Charles. Jerem Owen on the serve. Jump serve. Grayson on the receive. Eldon from the back row. Jerem on that receive. That's Jared Michaels saving that one. That would be Hayden touching the net, giving another point to Charles. Jerem Owen on the serve. Eldon Smith, Tyler Owen, tapping it over. We have Wren saving that one. Charles putting it over for a free ball. And we have Hayden hitting that into the net. Another point for Charles. Jerem on the serve. Hayden to Tyler. And it looks like there's a collision there with Hayden helping up his teammate there. We have a quick from Jerem to Charles for a super spike. Well, I don't know if that's quite a super spike, but that is definitely a point to Charles. And there is probably a timeout for White. We'll be right back. We are back with Jeremy. Oh, and on the service line. Eldon Smith tapping it over there. Kale off of the block. Tooling off of the block, and Hayden unable to save that one. There's another point for Charles. James 6-point here. That is a service ace on Jerem. Not even. Another point for Charles. 7 points off of Jerem's serves. Jerem serving off the table. Jared unable to bring it up. That is another point for Charles. Hayden receiving that one. Hayden is unable to bring that ball across the net, and Jerem will go for his 9th point. And it seems like Charles is dishing him out, and Hayden is not able to bring on his A game. Second timeout, by the way. We're using them all early in this game. Jerem Owen to serve once again. Serving out of bounds, giving Hayden his first point. Jared Miller on the serve. Jerem out to Charles, putting that over. Bracing on the receive. Jared doing a back set to somebody who is underneath the net. That is another point for Charles. That was Kale on the serve. Jared Miller to Eldon Smith in the back row. Spiking it into Jared Michael, putting it into the ceiling for Hayden's 2nd point. And Hayden Stoll will go to the service line. Jared Michael on their serve, receive. Charles spiking it out of bounds, giving Hayden another point. Hayden Stoll to serve. That is an interesting call. We have Hayden putting it into the top row. With Charles being called on the lift. Point to Hayden. We have Eldon Smith blocking out Abel here. Point to Hayden. mistake. That would be great here. Sorry, I'm having difficulties on my score. I didn't quite see what happened there. I apologize. I believe that is Charles. Charles on the serve. Jared up to Eldon. Spiking it into the pocket where nobody was. That is a point for Hayden. Now we have serve. Kale on the receive. Jared to Ren. Eldon off the block there. Abel to Jerem putting it over. Jared to Hayden in the back row, who was probably not expecting that much. And tapping it to where Hayden was not a second ago. Point to Charles. Abel Jenkins on the serve. Eldon Smith on the receive. Hayden up to Tyler Owen, tapping it over. Kale on that receive. Jerem doing a quick with Jared Michael. And it being successful, I suppose. We have Ren tapping that over. Jared Miller unable to pick that up. Point to Charles. Abel Jenkins on the serve. Hayden on the receive. Jared tapping it over. Jared up to Ren, off the block. Saved by Landon. And Hayden unable to follow through. That is another point for Charles. Abel Jenkins serving into the net. That's a point for Hayden. Tyler Owen on the serve. Charles on the receive. Jameson and Jared Michael attempting us quick. Jared Michael going up either too late or too early. We could say. Point Hayden. Tyler on the serve. Serving onto the tape and into the net. That is a point for Charles. Next up, we have Ren Sanders on the serve. Landon on the receive. Tyler to Eldon off the block. Going inbounds. That is a point to Hayden. We have Eldon Smith on the serve. Kale on the receive. Jameson. Hayden's team knowing where that was going to be. That is Jared and Grayson blocking him out. Point Hayden. Hayden back to serve. Charles on the receive. Jameson. Up to Jonah. Jonah tapping that out of bounds. That is another point to Hayden. Hayden riding on those mistakes. Hayden Smith on the serve. Charles on the receive. Jameson to Jonah from the back set. But saved by Jared Michael. And Jonah somehow putting that on the court on the other side. That is a point to Charles. Jared Michael on the serve. Hayden on the receive. Setting up Charles with nobody there to block him. That is a point to Charles. Jared Michael on the serve. Serving out of bounds. That is a point to Hayden. Grayson Stoll on the service. Grayson serving that into the net. That is a point for Charles. Jerem on the serve. Hayden going through the blocks and onto the court. That is a point for Hayden, shutting down Jerem's serves. That is a good signal for Hayden to score some points. Jared Miller on the serve. Jerem quick to Charles, but it was shut down by Landon. That is a point to Hayden. Impressive volleyball. Jared Miller on the serve. Ren Sanders on the receive. Jerem doing a back set to Charles, who didn't know what to do with that. LD Smith in the back row. And Jerem receiving, but nobody was there, or rather, multiple people were there, but they didn't know what to do with that. That is a point to Hayden. Catching up, 15-20. Jared Miller on the serve. Ren Sanders on the receive. Charles off of the block, saved by Oda. Smith, Grayson putting it into the ceiling. That will be a point for Charles. We have Kale Jenkins on the serve. Grayson on the receive. Jared Miller back set to Hayden. And Jared Michael attempting to save something, but it goes out of bounds. That is a point to Hayden. And we have Hayden Stoll. Jared Michael on the receive. Jerem on the set. Looked like a slippery ball. Tyler Owen on tapping it over. Jerem, Sanders for a free ball. Tyler to Landon blocking, but Ren Sanders being the taller one there. Puts that there, but I believe, yes, that is a point for Charles. Charles Bryant on the service line. Hayden on the receive. So receiving into the antenna. That is a point for Charles. Charles Bryant on the serve. Grayson Stoll on the receive. Jared Miller. Hayden Smith going through the block, but also going through it to Charles, where everyone thought that must have been going out of bounds. It did not. That is a point to Charles, giving him his second set point. His team is encouraging him to do a jump serve, but we will see what he'll decide. Charles Bryant on the serve, going for a jump serve. Going below them there. Hayden giving Hayden a point. Charles Bryant only needs one more point. On the serve. Then to somebody there. Landon Crandall, up to Jared. So LD Smith going out of bounds, giving Charles his second set of the night. 25-17. Hayden really needs to make a comeback in this next set. We will get that reset, and we will be right back.
It's just in your life trying to drive in there. They don't realize when people live like as far as we do.
And we are back with Charles on the serve, or rather that would be Jerem Owen on the serve.
I wasn't out driving, all my customers were. When he was, so scary.
Jerem Owen on the serve, Landon Crandall on the receive, Tyler to Hayden, tapping it over. Abel to Charles. With Hayden. Oh, with a monster block from Charles Bryant. What an epic first point for this set. Could not have started this off any better. Next up, Jerem Owen on the serve. Landon on the receive. Tyler to Eldon from the back row. Jared Michael, knowing where that was going. Charles up to Jonah. Landon Crandall, Tyler to Hayden, tapping it over. Jerem knowing where to go, but Jared Michael sending it into the ceiling, giving Hayden his first point this set. Landon Crandall, Dan Sanders on the receive, but no one there to take it anywhere else. That is another point for Hayden. Dan Sanders. Again, doing what looked like to be a quick, but it went way too low. That is another point for Hayden. Abel. And we had a block from Charles, a joust from Jared, and it just kind of landed on Hayden's court. Jonah on the serve there. Jared to Charles, putting it over. Over to Hayden, putting it out of bounds. And Jonah will go to serve. Jonah putting it in the front row. Tyler to Eldon from the back row. And Jonah on that receive. Jared doing a lift on that set there, giving Hayden another point. Ryan Sanders to Hayden. Blocked. We have Charles Bryant blocked by Grayson Stoll. Another point to Hayden. Jared Miller serve. Jared Michael on the receive. Jared to Wren. Spiking it right through the blocks onto the court. That is a point for Charles. Charles Bryant on the serve. Crandall on the receive. Jared Miller, back set to Hayden. Tapping it into the block. Ren Sanders not letting that get past him, puts it on Hayden's court. Charles Bryant, point. And Charles Bryant will also be on the service line. Jared Miller on the serve, receive, and that was a little bit too high and close to the net for anyone to go for that. That is another point for Charles. Charles on the serve. Jared Miller on the receive, Eldon saving it, and Tyler putting it over. Jerem to Jared Michael. Putting that over, good twist. They're calling double contact on Tyler Owen, I believe. That is a point for Charles. Charles on serve. Tyler Owen to Landon Crandall, setting absolutely nobody. That is a point to Charles, and White will take a timeout. we are back with Charles Bryant on the service line. Landing kind of on the receive. Elton Smith from the back row. Jared to Ren Sanders. Going out of bounds. Point to Hayden.
I think that hit your hair, Landon.
Hayden Stoll on the service line.
I think it hit his hair.
Hayden putting it into the front row. Jerem on the receive. And Jerem putting it back over. Jared Miller to Eldon Smith. With a block, tooling off of the block onto the court. Point to Hayden. Hayden Smith, or Hayden Stoll, excuse me. Ren Sanders on the receive. Jerem to somebody. Jared Michael over. Charles on that receive. Jared to Ren Sanders. Jonah ready to receive that, but it going over into out of bounds, unfortunately. Point to Hayden, tying it up to 8-8. Hayden Stoll on the serve. Jonah Jenkins on the receive. Abel spiking that over. Jared Miller to Eldon Smith. With a net touch on Charles Bryant's side. That is a point to Hayden, pulling him ahead, 9-8. Hayden Stoll on the serve. Jonah on the receive. Jared Michael on the spike into the block. Resetting. Abel tapping it over where nobody was. That is a point to Charles, tying it up 9-9. On the serve. Eldon Smith to Jared Miller. Back to Eldon Smith again. Spiking off of Jonah Jenkins. That is a point to Hayden. Grayson Stoll on the serve. Jonah on the receive. Hale tapping it over the blocks where nobody is on Hayden's court. That was a point for Charles. This is a close set with both teams fighting for the lead. Ren Sanders on the serve. Jared Miller up to Eldon Smith off the block. And looks like the blockers are coming down onto the net. That'll be a point for Hayden. Tyler Owen on the serve. Jonah on the receive. Jamison back to Jonah. Spiking past Jared or anybody that was around there. That is a point for Charles. 11-11. Next up we have Jared Michael on serve. Hayden Stoll receiving it into the ceiling. That is a point for Charles, pulling ahead. Jared Michael off of the tape. Eldon Smith is ready. Tyler Owen also. And Eldon Smith putting it back over. We have some impressive volleyball there. Remember, all of a sudden. Tyler Owen to Eldon Smith. Rand Sanders to Charles to Jonah. Blocked by Jared, but saved by Rand. Jonah setting it over. Eldon to Tyler to Eldon again, tapping it over. Jamison knowing exactly where that was going. Jonah trying to the back row, but Grayson is there. Hayden from the back row spikes into out of bounds. That is a point for Charles. They pull a 2-point lead. Jared Michael back on the service line. Hayden Stoll, Tyler to Eldon. And they have Eldon on lock this time. As they tap it over on the other side of the court, that is another point for Charles. Not looking good for Hayden at this point. Hayden on the double contact there. That's a point for Charles. is Jared Michael on the serve. Jared Miller ricocheting that receive off, and that is another point for Charles. Jared Michael back on the serve. Hayden on the receive. Jared Miller apparently touching the net or crossing, one or the other. It is still a point for Charles. Ooh, that was pretty painful too that they didn't call. But what would I know? That is a point for Hayden out of nowhere. Hayden Smith on the serve. That is Elvin doing a service ace off of the tape where nobody was. Point Hayden. Elvin Smith on the serve. Ooh, with a super spike from Cale Jenkins. Impressive on that one. Point Charles. Next up, we have Jerem Owen on the service line. And it goes out of bounds, giving a point to Hayden. Landon Crandall on the service line. Ryan Sanders on the receive. Jerem with a quick to Charles, but it goes out of bounds. Point to Hayden. And Crandall back to the service line. Ryan Sanders on the receive. Jared back set to Jonah, where it goes over the net, but Jared puts it back into the net. Point Charles. Jonah Jenkins on the service line. Jump serve. Goes out of bounds. Point to Hayden. Jared Miller on the service line. Quick, but it's not unsuccessful. Charles Bryant putting that on his own court. Point to Hayden. Ryan Sanders on the receive. Jonah, Jared Miller. Grayson setting up high for Tyler to set to the other side. Jerem attempting another quick. Blocked by somebody. Jared Michael to Jerem. One-handed set, but that one-handed set will be a lift. Point to Hayden as they close the gap. Jared Miller on serve. Jerem to Ren. Blocked by Tyler. Ren Sanders to Jonah, setting over. Elden Smith with Jared Miller. Elden Smith from the back row finds Jared Michael back in the corner and spikes it off of him. That is a tie game for Hayden. Jared Miller on serve. Jared up to Ren, tapping it over. Jared is there. Excuse me, that was a point to Hayden as they take the lead. Jared Michael, Jerem Owen. And I am kind of losing my mind here. I'm not able to keep up with this kind of volleyball. But that is a point to Hayden. Service ace off of Ren Sanders. That is a point to Hayden. And that is a timeout for Black.
Trying the hardest.
Jared Miller on the service line. We are back. Jared Michael on the receive. Charles tapping it over. Jared Miller to Eldon Smith on the back row. Going out of bounds. Giving Charles a point. Charles Bryant on the serve. Eldon Smith on the receive. Jared Miller setting up Hayden for a super spike right to where nobody was. It's an incredible kill by Hayden. 23-20 Hayden. Charles Bryant going for a free ball. Jared Miller up to Eldon Smith. Jared Miller over to Ren Sanders. Blocked by Tyler. And Eldon Smith coming out of nowhere to kill that on Charles' court, giving Hayden set point. Hayden Stoll on the service line. Someone's received that. Jared Michael tapping over. Jared Miller knowing where that was going. Eldon off of the block, saving his own. Going again for Hayden on receive. Jared to Eldon, tapping it onto the wrong side. That is a point for Charles. Abel Jenkins on the serve. Eldon Smith spiking that out of bounds. Jared Miller setting up Eldon, spiking that over. Eldon Smith ready for a tap over from Ren, goes and wins the set for Hayden. An impressive display. We very well could be going to the 5th set tonight. (25-22) Hayden. We'll get those reset in just momentarily.
Jared.
Guys upstairs wants to play another.
Jared, you wanted to go home early.
I know, I'm not going to let you. I think I'm going to have to take it to game 5. Oh, and it's 10:30.
I know. We wanted to go home early and you just ruined it.
I know. That's my fault.
It's not working.
Alright, I just checked batteries so make sure it's not halfway through. Okay, we're good.
Everyone else is gone.
Oh, ball court the way up. Whose is this?
Let's see, I think that I will be on open mic here so we can make sure that we keep this laptop charged. So, yeah, we'll see you later, everybody.
Did someone hit
Let's
it?
go!
Did someone hit it at the net?
Good serve!
Let's go, boys. You got this.
Don't let it go.
Joy can't even cheer for me.
I can.
You see me ping inside?
Relax, guys. Enjoy. There you go.
Boys, this is it right here. This is it. So, switch. Okay, let's go, Black. Let's go.
for sure out. I'm gonna watch it on the camera. Oh, good one, good one. Are you ready? Get ready, guys. You got it. Woo! I think that was in. I think that was in.
Yes, sir.
You got this, Jerem.